Opponent who was, looking to play.
Emma Raducanu opens up on pressure as Brit makes two big changes at Indian Wells. Emma Raducanu has had a career like no other. The Brit had barely finished her A-levels when she made her Wimbledon debut as a wildcard ranked outside the top 300 and reached the second week back in 2021.
Probably a biggest obstacle, really.
I feel comfortable doing it. It's only affected me and made me feel. So, I knew.
Then, just a few weeks later, Raducanu made history as the only qualifier ever to win a Grand Slam title. She was still just 18 years old and ranked at number 150 when she won the US Open that summer. Since then, it's been a story of highs and lows for the 23-year-old, who has struggled with injuries and loss of form, but is now up to number 24 in the world after a recent run to the final in Cluj.
So it's just her results prove that, and I know that.
Like mentally, and when something like this.
Reception when you walked out on court today. There's that.
It's now been almost 5 years since she debuted on the WTA Tour in Nottingham in June 2021, but Raducanu admitted that she still feels the pressure, even at this stage in her career. And there are extra eyes on the British number 1 in Indian Wells this week after she made two major changes. Raducanu recently signed with Uniqlo, becoming the Japanese brand's only female tennis player, and debuted her new kit in the Californian desert on Friday.
Welcome to the beautiful Indian Wells tennis court.
That is the main thing for her at the moment. Didn't seem
So happy with Uniqlo. It's honestly.
The world number 24 has also courted a lot of attention for her recent coaching decisions, and she has Mark Petchey back in her corner in Indian Wells, as the Tennis Channel commentator decided to step in and help Raducanu informally following a similar ad hoc stint last year. Raducanu is currently without a coach after splitting with Francisco Roig in January, though she's in no rush to find a new one and is happy to go through stints without a regular coach throughout her career.
You signed some tennis balls for us. All right, game, set, catch, and
Decisions I make because I don't want to, start mentally. I just took it a point at a time, and
It means the pressure is arguably higher than ever in Indian Wells, where the Brit is proving that she needs to do what is right for her instead of hiring a coach she may not gel with. But she's been trying to combat it with some tried and tested methods. Pressure is always there, and for me, the key is controlling what I can. Before matches, I focus on routines, warming up the same way, listening to familiar music, tying my laces the same way, Raducanu told Uniqlo after becoming their newest global brand ambassador.
opponent who was, looking to play.
Because I want to make my
Hey there, Emma.
recover.
Welcome to.
These small rituals create a sense of normality, even on the biggest stages. Mentally, I try to narrow my focus to the next point, not the outcome. When stress builds, I come back to my breathing and remind myself why I play, to compete, to learn, to express myself. Accepting nerves rather than fighting them has helped me a lot. If she was nervous during her opening match in Indian Wells on Friday, you wouldn't have known it, as she needed just an hour and 22 minutes to seal a convincing 6-1, 3-6 victory over qualifier Anastasia Zakharova.
What do you?
I really feel good being in the sun, being in the heat.
Will you sign some tennis balls for us? All right, game, set, catch, and.
Decisions I make because.
But things will only get tougher for Raducanu, who faces number 6 seed and 2-time Grand Slam finalist Amanda Anisimova on Sunday. Raducanu leads their head-to-head 2-1, but suffered a one-sided defeat in their most recent meeting at the Canadian Open last summer. Ahead of their fourth clash, Anisimova said, "I think the last time I faced her, I was just playing really well. I played the way I wanted to play. At the end of the day, there is a certain way I like to play."
But otherwise, the golf courses are beautiful. I haven't made it out.
Just wonder how that came around and how you're feeling at the moment.
I think I also had found my rhythm. I think it might have been the second or third match I played last year. It was a great match. She's not an easy opponent to face. She always brings high-quality tennis. Yeah, I've had some great matches with her, hoping for another good one. That's all we can say. More or less understandable. Hopefully, you support our channel by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing so that we are enthusiastic in creating information content about your favorite artists. We thank you for your support.
Outside the slams, it is one of your.
From the men's